the worst, can you feel the flow? We dissect the plot, the acting is insane. Laughing at the dialogue, these movies are a pain. Grab your popcorn, settle in for the ride. Our podcast is the place where bad movies collide. We're true blue fans of the riff tracks crew, mocking cheesy films. It's what they love to do, from Plan 9 to The Room. We've seen it all, they'll make you laugh and cringe, they always give their all. True Blue Riffcast, we're your podcast host, talking about the movies that are worst of the worst. True Blue Riffcast, join us on this quest to find the laughs in films that failed the test. Tuesdays at 10.
Hey guys, welcome to the True Blue Riffcast with your hosts, Jeremy and Dave. My name is Christine DeBelle, but many of you know me as Susan from A Talking Cat. And as you know, I have to go and get my cheese puffs out of the oven. So have a great time with Jeremy and Dave. See you soon.
Thanks, Christine. This is the True Blue Riffcast, the number one Riff Tracks podcast in the world. I am Jeremy, and I am joined, as always, by...
Sup, everyone? It's me, Dave, coming at you live from the yellow room. Very yellow in here.
I want to start off first by saying you guys are going to have an interesting experience tonight.
Oh, yeah.
And it has nothing to do... Hey. Awesome. Thanks for resubscribing. We got a hype train. What?
You got a hype train?
We got a hype train going.
One
what
other
in the world? But yeah, it's not for the riff tracks that we're going to be talking about tonight either. It's for our other topic of discussion this evening.
Oh yeah. This is very interesting.
It's very interesting. It's very goofy. It's a whole lot of fun. Hey there, Citizen Yarn and Oliver. Thanks for hanging out with us.
But we do have a riff tracks that we're talking about.
We do have a riff tracks we're talking about. Lancelot, Guardian of Time, with John Saxon.
John Saxon.
Did I just hear your little bitey cat again?
Hey, what do you want, bud? Hey, the podcast just started. Hey, come here. Hey, there we go. Ah, there he is. It's the bites. The bitey boy. I can't give you treats right now. They're downstairs and we're doing the podcast.
The True Blue Cat Cast. Meow.
All right. All right, cool. All right. Little cat break.
Little cat break
To start the podcast.
Eric Roberts.
So, Jeremy, what's up? Has your governor blocked you on Twitter?
Nope. That's definitely something that I have not dealt with. Not one of the people that I've tried to get blocked me on Twitter, but that's a different story for a different program because we don't talk about this stuff. We don't talk about.
No, I was just asking because
I know.
There's just a thing that's happening in my life, and I just think it's pretty funny.
What I think is pretty funny is that there was a new movie released last weekend, and it did very poorly. And we'll get into that in a second. But first, we need to take a look at what the hell is James Wan doing, because.
Yeah, this is pretty. This is nuts on my gutso, guys.
And I did post this in the Discord, but he says, FYI, Birdemic the Musical will be a movie, motion pictures, and not a stage play. Birdemic the Musical will be released in late 2025.
Will it? Will it really?
No.
But
Definitely
Jeremy, I think you should share with everybody this amazing not AI picture at all of Birdemic.
Yeah, his awesome artwork that he's got here.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
If I can.
At first, I was kind of wondering. Like at first, I was kind of fooled. I was wondering, but then like the lettering gave it away. But you see, this could very well be Alan Baugh's stupid head with his hair. And I was like, oh, if very clearly, if the lettering didn't give it away, because look at the M and the E. So this is like Grok or something.
Whatever he's been using to generate all of his AI images.
ChatGPT or...
Because literally everything he posts is...
Yeah, then he tries to talk about Iran and Israel, and I'm not going to talk about that. I have strong opinions.
Like this, 100%, 1,000%.
Oh, that's like a ChatGPT thing right there.
Yeah.
I have a maybe not nuanced, but I have a less conventional take on AI art. I think it's fun to play with. If you're just playing with it, it's fine. But if you're going to use it, if you need to create something for commercial purposes, you need to hire a graphic designer because it's only right.
Yep.
That's my opinion.
I agree. AI art's fun to goof around with, but, just like AI music. And just like this other thing we're going to be talking about, this AI-related thing we got coming. I'm going to tease the hell out of it because it's a lot of fun, and it's absolutely ridiculous. But I think before we get into that, we got to take a look at the weekend box office. Joker 2 opened and flopped. It was tracking at like 100 and some, like 109 million, I think, maybe 92. Not 192, but just 92, somewhere around there. I remember hearing it work. It made 37 million.
Oh,
so way under projections. I think $200 million was the budget.
Oh, yeah, because didn't they pay Joaquin Phoenix like 20 million and Lady Gaga like 12 million?
Yeah. The Wild Robot moves into second. Beetlejuice down into third. Transformers 1 down into fourth. And Speak No Evil stays in fifth place. Deadpool and Wolverine in seventh place still made $1.5 million.
Well,
despite being released
on home media.
Yeah, last Tuesday.
That's like that's like the one theatrical release that I like, besides Riff Tracks Live, of course, that I've like been to go like see this year. And it's like the only one that like I want to like buy on like Blu-ray, like get a physical media thing of. Like it's that good.
Yeah,
it is. It is a really, really good, fun movie.
Yes, it is. As he drinks out of his Deadpool and Wolverine lenticular cup.
Nice. But Joker, we were talking about this before we went live, and apparently people aren't liking it. I didn't see the first one, but I know, I got to be nice about this. Certain people like it for different reasons. And
that's definitely a nice way to put that.
And the director said, well, we can't have this. And went and ruined it, apparently. It's just to spite the audience.
That's what I'm thinking. Because
even people who are not on the sides of the people who liked Joker 1 didn't it's universal. No one likes this movie. Nobody likes this movie.
It's boring. It felt pretty safe at times. They didn't push stuff as far as they should have. Even with the musical aspects of it, very underwhelming. If you're gonna announce that this Joker movie is a musical, then you need to make it
Yeah.
like
Da-da-da-da-da.
a Joker musical, not Joker the musical, but a Joker musical. Like, it's not A Star Is Born. No, even with Lady Gaga, and it is.
Are you saying boo or boo earns?
Yes.
I was saying boo earns.
But it's really bad. I won't spoil the ending of it, but it was really stupid. It was really stupid.
On that note, I would like to take a moment to express my opinions about a move that they made in the TV show Gotham. 10 years ago. Season 1 was awesome. And they introduced, and I'll try not to, like, there's a similar thing that happens in Joker that happens here. So I'll be a little careful. But they introduced a character that is named Jerome. Very clearly the Joker. And he was advertised as the Joker. And we get to season 2, and he's in jail. And he breaks out, and he goes on a killing spree. And turns out they pull a fast one on you and be like, oh no, he was never the Joker. What? And so the writers and the showrunners and everybody, hi bud, I'm doing a podcast. They basically said, you're an idiot for believing us. We lied to your face. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that happens in Joker too, but it's similar. And I stopped watching Gotham after that because you can't trust a show that's going to do that to you.
Right.
Like there's a difference between like a twist and like, like, oh, I didn't see that coming, subverting expectations, and then just lying to people. Like, and I'm kind of glad that I bailed on Gotham after that, because the first season was fantastic. It's one of the best seasons of television I've ever seen. But I would like try to go catch up on like Wikipedia or like the Gotham wiki to see like where everything was, and boy oh boy did it get batshit crazy. Like, just wow. Like with some of the stuff that I was reading, I was like, really? Really? You went there? Okay. So yeah.
But was it as bad as Catwoman?
I've never seen Catwoman. Oh, wait. I've seen Elektra. I don't think I've seen Catwoman. Catwoman wasn't in Deadpool.
Spoilers.
Well, a DC character wasn't in a Marvel movie. I'm sorry, everybody.
All right. Time for you to torture me.
What?
Time for you to torture me. So it's.
Oh, right. It's time for Name That Jeremy, everybody. I thought we were going to do the other thing, but I totally forgot we have a game we play.
Yeah.
So, this week's Name That Jeremy. I think Jeremy's going to do very well. We're doing another head-to-head because they're super easy to put together. And these lines are all riffs or quotes from The Guy from Harlem and Cool as Ice.
Ooh.
So standard rules are 6, 3 from Guy from Harlem, 3 from Cool as Ice. If you get above 50%, that means you are the winner. It means you have won the week. And I just think you're going to do very well. Okay. Are you ready, sir?
Let's go.
All right, cool.
Let's go.
How do you get in touch with us? I got 2 telephones.
That is going to be a Guy from Harlem.
That is the Guy from Harlem. That is correct. Ding, 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 ding. I'm not refilling my drink. How dare you? Time to drop that hero and get with the hero. Drop that zero and get with the hero sandwich.
Cool as ice.
That is
100%.
cool as ice. All right. So where are you from? Around. Yup.
Cool as ice.
That is cool as ice.
The yup yup is what did it.
Yup. In fact, for that kind of go, I don't care if the lady diplomat is 80 years old. I'll still have sex with her.
Guy from Harlem.
That's the guy from Harlem. I'll still have sex with her. I was like, man, this is 14 years old. Or not 14, 12. Sorry. I shouldn't. I
That's still 12 years ago.
12 years ago. And it's still just like so brilliant. Okay, here we go. That's right. Girls are cheap and I spend them like pocket chip. And hi, honey. Hope you're enjoying the show.
That's cool as ice.
That is cool as ice. That is when Vanilla, like what's his name in that movie? It doesn't matter. Johnny, probably something like that. He's doing his little show at the end, and he has a little rap about how he has lots of hoes, and just be like, I don't need this girl. I'm just gonna go get the next one. And Bill is like, that's right, girls are cheap, and I spend them like pocket change. And then it cuts to what's that actress's name? That very respectable actress, Kristen something.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, hi, honey. Hope you're enjoying the show. Can you I can't. And the last one. Is he dead? Yeah, he dead. But mostly, he ugly.
Guy from Harlem.
That's the guy from Harlem. Perfect score. Congratulations.
Whoop, whoop.
Not saying you got to go easy on me next week. Just let Joy know that you did very well.
Yeah. I'll do it.
Okay. So, Jeremy, how do you feel about AI generated text? How do you feel about that?
Sometimes it's done well, and other times it's awful, and I hate it. And it's definitely not going to replace people anytime soon.
No, definitely not. But have you ever asked? I mean, like, I know we've done it with Chat GPT. Oh, hi, Joy. How you doing? Jeremy did very well. I'll name that Jeremy.
I got all of them right. Oh. He said hi. But he said just to let you know for next week that I did very well this time.
Aww.
Sorry, Dave.
It's okay. But Jeremy, we asked ChatGPT on several occasions live on this show to talk to us about us, and it's surprisingly accurate.
You guys do your thing yet?
What's up? What's going on?
She was just asking me if I. That's what he's talking about right now.
Okay.
He's leading into it.
Sorry. What's up? But have you ever asked? Have you ever wondered what a bad AI would be like if you asked the questions about us?
I don't have to wonder, Dave, because I did that.
What?
Yeah,
You
I
asked
found
the bad AI questions about us.
Yeah, I found a new thing through Google. It's still in the experimental stages. It's called NotebookLM. So a notebook learning model. Okay, and what you do is you feed it information. You can give it up to 50 sources. It can be a website. It can be text documents. It can be pictures. It can be YouTube videos. And so I decided that I would upload 50 episodes of the Riffcast. I decided I would upload it, and then I found out there was a limit of 50. So I should probably word it that way. And it takes all the dialogue and it reads it. It basically takes the
Listens to it
auto-generated
in our
captions. I think it takes the auto-generated captions and reads it and parses it that way. Because whenever you click on a source, it brings that up, and it shows all of the text, all the dialogue. But you can then ask it questions about the information you fed into it. It doesn't always get everything right. It still confuses Dave and myself. Let's see. Here's information about Jeremy and Dave, the hosts of the True Blue Riffcast. I said, tell me about the hosts. This is what it spit out.
It gets it very, very wrong.
Here, you know what? I'm just going to share it on here. We'll see how that works. Share. Okay.
Okay.
Jeremy is a self-described super fan of riff tracks.
Yeah,
Jeremy is the #1 ranked fan on the Riff Tracks website.
Is that
which
true?
is true. Yeah, it's true. Jeremy does most of the work on the podcast, including editing. Jeremy lives in Utah and has a wife. That's half right. Jeremy thinks Birdemic Shock and Terror is a really bad movie. Okay.
Is that true? Do you think it's a really bad movie?
Jeremy likes the new MST3K host Jonah Ray, and especially likes the Crow T robot character. And then in parentheses it says our conversation history.
What does that mean?
I have no idea. And then for Dave,
okay, let's see here.
Dave also describes himself as a super fan of Riff Tracks. Dave is a freelance graphic designer and wrestler.
Okay.
Dave created the podcast's logo.
I did.
Dave wrestles under the name Charlie B.
So like,
but it's just
I like
Charlie
how
and then the initial B.
It's just the word, the letter B. Okay.
Dave also writes and illustrates a series of books called Mystery Science Storybook.
This is from the early days, so yes,
yeah.
That would be that's accurate.
Dave lives in Utah with his wife.
Yes, my wife. Come here, wife. Come here, wife.
Dave passed a kidney stone when he was 19 years old.
Is that a story we told?
It's probably from me talking about my chronic kidney stones, and you might have mentioned it in there. I don't know.
I did pass a kidney stone when I was 19. It was terrible.
Dave thinks that Roller Gator is, quote, awesome.
It is, quote, awesome. Not
Dave
quote, awesome.
enjoys the MST3K character Crow T Robot.
I mean, I guess.
In addition to this information, the sources mention that both Jeremy and Dave are fans of Mystery Science Theater 3000. They also both seem to enjoy Riff Track shorts.
Just the shorts. Just the shorts.
And then I asked it for some talking points about us.
Yeah, okay.
And a lot of it's the same. For me, it says that I'm a Utah resident. Jeremy resides in Utah and is married.
I'm just going to get this for the record. He lives in Michigan.
Yeah. I don't know why it thinks. And Dave is a multi-talented individual.
It says that about me?
Yeah, Dave wears many hats. He works as a freelance graphic designer, is an author and illustrator, and even wrestles locally. And you are the podcast provocateur.
What?
Dave enjoys interjecting humorous asides and making jokes, sometimes at Jeremy's expense. He has mentioned
that is not true.
He has mentioned that he enjoys giving Jeremy more work to do with the editing.
Okay, that's true.
Back when that was a thing.
I don't make fun of you.
You are a kidney stone veteran.
I'm a kidney stone veteran.
Yes. Dave first passed the kidney stone at the young age of 19 and has sadly continued to do so. He estimates that he has passed at least 30 kidney stones in his life.
That's not true.
No, that's me. That's me. And then
I'm not the one. You're the one that pisses razor blades, not me.
A wrestling enthusiast, Dave participates in local wrestling matches under the moniker Charlie B, again with just the B. And you are a Utah dweller. Dave, along with Jeremy, lives in Utah with his wife.
Oh, do we have a thing? Are we like
The
are we
three
like
of
do
us-
we
the
do we
three
got a
of us
super
live together.
constitution thing happening?
Yeah.
Oh. Wait a second.
Yeah.
I can only do it with one husband.
Yeah.
It's not true, everybody.
Oh man, it even has like, I forgot about this. It asked it for an overview.
Okay.
It's a typical episode. While the format has evolved over time, the typical episode of the True Blue Riffcast usually consists of the following: theme song. The show opens with the song "Rock Till You Die" by songwriter X and the Skeleton Band, a change that occurred sometime between December 2019 and February 2020.
Is that true?
That part's not, because we changed it long before that.
What was
Uh,
our first one?
We used the
Oh, it
Torgo,
was the Manos
Torgo
theme,
music,
yeah.
Introductions. Jeremy and Dave introduce themselves in the podcast. They often incorporate humorous asides during this segment.
Okay.
Headlines / news.
Oh, we don't do that anymore.
Now, the hosts discuss Riff Tracks related news like upcoming releases, live events, and company announcements. Occasionally, they touch upon other topics, such as new seasons of MST3K or the weekend box office numbers.
How often do we really talk about the revival?
We like twice, I think, over these 5.
I mean, I think for the longest time we avoided it.
Yeah, we wanted to get pretty far in before we started talking about that.
Before we started, yeah.
But this has, let's see, the Riff Tracks release discussion. The core of the podcast involves in-depth discussions of 1 or 2 Riff Tracks releases, often including their favorite jokes and moments. Then the listener poll, which was a thing we used to do way back in the
we
day.
used to be like, oh, what do we? Yeah, that was a mistake.
And then the Patreon plug as the last segment.
This must have been the first half of the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm
Dave's-
surprised they didn't talk about the True Blue Mando cast in there.
Right? Then I asked it for a conversation between Dave and myself. And it wrote
And this
a
is
whole,
wrong.
a whole scene. And this is where some of the magic really started to happen.
Yeah, it generated an AI conversation, an AI generated transcript.
Yeah.
from
Scene start.
the True Blue Riffcast. Now, this is not an actual transcript.
No. Scene start. Interior, Jeremy's basement, night. First
Well, maybe
of all, I
should
don't go
read-
down in my
may-
basement.
hold on. Hey, should I read my part?
Yeah, sure. Let's
Yeah, let's
actually
do that.
Jeremy and Dave are sitting in Jeremy's basement, surrounded by microphones and recording equipment. Empty pizza boxes and cans of soda litter the table in front of them. Okay, hit that theme music. Sounds of electric guitars and drums as "Rock Till You Die" by songwriter X and the Skeleton Band plays. Welcome to the True Blue Riffcast, the #1 Riff Tracks podcast in the world. I'm Jeremy.
And I'm Dave, a.k.a. Sugar Ray Dodge. Oh, great.
Dave, we've got a lot to talk about today. 2 new Riff Tracks releases.
I know. It's almost like they knew we were recording.
First up, Bridget and Mary Jo are back with a riff of Stargames. You know, the public access show where William Shatner coaches kids on how to act.
Oh, man. I forgot about that one. What is Air Classic Shatner? What is life right now?
I love that so much. Bridget and Mary Jo were great in it, as always. I especially liked that joke about...
Dave suddenly claps his hands together, interrupting Jeremy. A bag of potato chips can be heard rustling in the background. Before you spoil it, I gotta know, Jeremy, what did you think of the new MST3K season? I know you've been waiting for this one.
Oh, man, I'm loving it. I thought the new host, Jonah Ray, did a great job. He's got big shoes to fill, but I think he's up to the challenge.
Totally. And the new bots are awesome. I especially like Crow T Robot. He's hilarious.
They even got Patton Oswalt back to play the son of TV's Frank.
Oh man, that's too good. So what are we voting on for next week's listener poll? I'm thinking we should do Plan 9 from Outer Space.
That's a good one. Although we did just do Iga last month, and they're both pretty similar. Bad movies about aliens.
True. How about something completely different? What about Roller Gator?
Now, that's an idea.
All right, Roller Gator it is. Hey, and don't forget, listeners, if you want to vote in our polls and get access to exclusive bonus content, I've never said this, and access to our exclusive bonus content, become a True Blue Patreon. We had 2 new patrons this week, and I just wanted to say welcome to the club.
Absolutely. We really appreciate the support.
Okay, that's it for this week. I've got to go try that new recipe for jackrabbit stew.
Jackrabbit stew?
What?
Dave, please don't tell me.
Dave interrupts Jeremy again, this time by making a loud slurping noise. Jeremy groans. Hold on. What the hell? Until next time, listeners, rock till you die. When have I ever addressed our audience as listeners? Okay,
the ending
listeners.
notes of Rock Till You Die by Songwriter X and the Skeleton Band play Scene End. Please note, this conversation is not directly from your sources. It is an original conversation I created based on the information in the sources and our previous conversation in which we discussed what a typical episode of the True Blue Riffcast is like.
That's definitely how we talk.
Oh. Classic Shatner.
Classic Shatner. What is air? Classic Shatner. Remember that line from Star Games? The public
Where he's
access
teaching these
show
children
starring
how to
William
act.
Shatner. That Bridget and Mary Jo rift.
Oh, man.
can't.
Okay.
But guys,
So
we're not
that's-
done. We are not
that's
done.
not-
It gets better.
That's not even what drew me to this in the first place. I found out that there is a feature on this NotebookLM where it will
I think it's
automatically generate a deep dive conversation.
It's like a little
between-
podcast
Yeah, it's a little podcast between 2 hosts.
between 2
And
fake
they
people.
they fake people, and this is based on the area of our first 50 episodes.
Now, Jeremy, before you start that, I want to
Yeah.
I want to put in that Jeremy sent this to me like 5 or 6 days ago.
No,
And-
this is the new one.
No. I'm
Oh,
saying
you mean the
sent me
whole
this.
thing? Okay, I
this
was gonna say
AI,
this isn't the same
okay?
one that
He
I
sent
did
me this
before.
AI, and I started playing with it. And at first, I was freaked out, like, oh my god, like it can do like a whole thing of the True Blue Riffcast. And I started listening to it, and it started getting a number of things wrong. And I went home and I started playing with it, and I put all of my novels in there. And I generated like these deep dive AI podcasts about my novels. And the deeper I got into this AI, the less impressed I became with it. It's probably like it gets everything wrong. Like it gets like some stuff right, but like the further you get down into it, the more just like totally wrong it is. And it's just like, this is not reliable at all. Like it will say things that are just like blatantly untrue.
Yeah.
So like it's probably like it's still, because everyone's got to do AI now, and this is Google's thing.
Well, this is one of Google's things because they have Gemini, which is like their
Okay.
Chat GPT.
But this is like a study mechanism, and I guess it's for like college students or something.
Yeah, you're
So they
supposed to be
don't
able
like-
to put like
Yeah, guys, if you're in college
Notes
and
in
you're
there.
like making notes using notes, don't do it. It's gonna fuck you over. Because like it got everything in monkey wrong, got everything in spaghetti and meatballs, now available on Amazon.com. It got everything in that book wrong, and it got everything in Nostalgia Inc. wrong. So just like, don't trust it, but don't trust this podcast feature
yeah.
that we're about to listen to.
Yeah, so this was I regenerated every time it changes it up. I did this one earlier and haven't listened to it at all.
Yeah,
So this
we are
is-
both going to be listening to this for the first time, and this is the AI. This is an AI podcast talking about what, our first 50 episodes.
Yeah, like the old stuff.
Okay, talking about like 2019 to like the pandemic.
All right.
All right, here we go.
Ever just fall into one of those YouTube rabbit holes? You know, you start with like a video of a cat playing piano, and then 3 hours later you're watching
What is it?
like a documentary
I'm
about
to listen to a
competitive
robot say
air
stupid
guitar or
things
something.
about me.
It's like, how did I even get here?
That's the
Hang on.
internet for you.
I can't hear it.
Well, get ready to dive into cat playing piano.
Oh, you probably don't have the stream going.
Oh, you want me to turn this? Oh, I don't know.
You
Well-
won't be able to do that. Let me. I don't know how I can share this with you then. For you
Can't
to
you do
listen to
screen
it.
share?
Oh, yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I can share.
Okay, bye, buddy.
Hang on, give me a second. Okay. Duh. You idiot. Okay.
Yeah, because I don't have my headphones. If I like put if I turn the
Also
stream on,
share.
then we're gonna get all kinds of crazy feedback.
Yeah, it says it will share the audio, so
Okay, all right.
all right, here we go.
Ever just fall into one of those
Oh, I can
YouTube
hear
rabbit
it.
holes? You know, you start with like a video of a cat playing piano, and then 3 hours later you're watching like a documentary about competitive air guitar or something. It's like,
What are they
how did I
talking
even get here?
That's the internet.
What are they
That's what
talking
I
about?
wanted. They're talking about YouTube videos, going down YouTube rabbit holes. Did you hear how it massacred her laugh there? Listen,
I was trying to figure out how this relates to us.
after he says competitive air guitar, listen.
Like
Okay.
a documentary about competitive air guitar or something. It's like, how did I even get here?
That's the internet for you.
Well, get ready to dive into one of those delightfully weird corners of the internet, because today we're talking Riff Tracks fandom,
Oh, yeah.
specifically the wonderful, wonderful world of P-Band Awesome.
Or AKA the True Blue Riffcast, because it's pulling this off of my YouTube channel.
Okay.
So it's going to say that for us, but
It's, yeah,
half
it's-
of someone who's being
yeah,
held
I was gonna say
hostage.
like the file name. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a YouTube channel, pure Riff Tracks love, wall to wall.
Oh, I love them. They're great.
It's actually what made us decide to do this deep dive.
Yeah.
I mean, the dedication there, it's unreal. They've got like, what, years of best of Riff Tracks compilations, reviews. They even interview some of the Riff Tracks guys.
It's like if you love riff tracks, even casually, their channel's like the ultimate guide, especially if you want to go like deep cut, you know, find those movies you've never even heard of but are perfect for riffing.
Oh, for sure. Like, I don't think I'd ever heard of Roller Gator
Oh,
before
real people
P-Band
talk.
Awesome.
Oh, for sure.
Roller Gator.
Well, you're
Classic.
And by the way, if
Alligator.
anyone out there hasn't seen it, picture an alligator on wheels. Chaos ensues. It's glorious.
No.
Oh, it's a
No. Wrong. Wrong. Wrong.
Picture an alligator on wheels. Chaos ensues. Oh, that's good.
I love how
Okay.
Roller Gator is just like so ingrained and yeah. Okay. Continue.
amazing. And PBN Awesome, they really highlight what makes it so good, like the little details, the catchphrases.
Oh, 100%. It's like they're the keepers of all the best run moments.
Exactly. And that's what I love
What?
about fandom, right? It's taking something
What?
I don't. Let it play. Let it play. We're never
Oh,
gonna get
man.
through
brings you
this.
joy, and then finding other people who get it, who amplify that joy.
Totally. It's like this whole other layer of appreciation, building a community around shared inside jokes and honestly a shared love for just gloriously bad movies.
Right, like bad on purpose, bad accidentally.
No.
Doesn't matter if it's right for riffing, they're there. And TB and Awesome taps into that so well.
So one of the things that we noticed going through PB and Awesome's channel was those best of Riff Tracks videos they do.
Oh, yeah.
Every year, like clockwork.
They're committed?
Seriously. But it's funny, they always seem way more into it as the year goes on. Like the early months, they're good, don't get me wrong. But by the time you hit like October, November, forget it, they're hyped.
I think there might be a reason for that, actually.
What are they talking about?
Well, think about how Riff Tracks, they do their releases, right? They build up to the big stuff.
You mean like around the holidays?
Exactly. Like everyone's in that mood,
No, they don't.
after Thanksgiving, ready for some laughs, maybe a little burnt out on family time.
And some cheesy movies
How do
with
you get
robots
burned
and
out on
aliens
family
are
time?
the perfect cure.
Right. So it makes sense that a super fan like PB and Awesome, they're following that same energy. The year builds, the anticipation builds, and then bam! The best of the best riffs drop.
It's like their own personal Riff Tracks Super Bowl or something.
Totally. And speaking of those best of lists, there were a few movies that kept popping up.
Oh, yeah.
Like what?
Like what?
What, guys? What
Spill
are the
the tea.
movies?
Well,
that
The
keep popping
Visitor
up?
was one.
Oh, with the creepy
Oh,
kid.
this is
That one
early.
always messes
This
me
is
up.
early.
And the aliens. Don't forget the aliens.
Right. See, that's what
Don't
I'm talking
forget the
about.
aliens,
Classic
Jeremy.
P-Band Awesome picks. What else?
Contamination made a strong showing.
Which one was that again?
Wow.
Wait, is that the one with this?
barely remember
Oh, my
that.
God, that was wild.
That's the one. Pure Italian horror at its finest.
See, this is why I love this deep dive. So many movies I need to rewatch now.
Right. And of course, no PB and Awesome list would be complete without
No.
Suburban Sasquatch.
Oh, the classic.
Oh.
The man in the...
Okay, real quick, I had to pause it. Yes, Rivius, this is an AI-generated podcast-style deep dive through
Into PB and
Google's
Awesome,
Notebook
aka the True
LM.
Blue Riffcast.
Yeah, using this is our early episodes, like our first 50
Yeah, that's
episodes of the podcast.
year one. Yeah,
Uh,
pre-Pandy.
and we're listening to the weird
The
things
weird,
that they
the weird fakos.
Yeah, it's really bizarre.
suit. Just trying his best.
That's what gets me, the earnestness of it. Like, they were really going for it,
And that's what makes it so perfect for Riff Tracks, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like you can't help but laugh, but you're also kind of rooting for them at the same time.
Exactly.
What?
It's that perfect blend of so bad it's good and, like, a weird kind of charm. PB and Awesome gets that, I think. That's why they connect with these
kind
films
of
so much.
charm. I
They
love
see
how
the
she
heart
said
Sure
that.
even
get
in the
that, Jeremy.
cheesiest monster effects.
Exact.
But hold on, we haven't even gotten to the best part yet.
We haven't.
No
That is
way.
the best part.
Because PB and Awesome, they're not just like casual fans. They go all in.
Tell me you've seen the interview.
The interviews, I mean, come on. They talked to David Giancola,
The Dave Giacomo.
the one and only, the man behind Invasion of the Robot Toys and like a million other B-movie masterpieces.
See, that's
Invasion of the
dedication.
Robot
David
Not just
Giancola?
love the
Are you
riffs,
the
but to wanna
director
understand, like,
of Invasion of the Alien Toys?
What is Invasion of the Robot Toys? I want to see this movie. Come on.
Invasion of the Robot Toys. Yes, I need to get the director on the phone right now. I don't care. Give me David Giancola, director of Invasion of the. It's the best. I don't care. Well, fuck off then.
the minds behind the source material.
100%.
Yeah.
And they don't stop there.
Oh no, they go even deeper.
Deeper. How is that even possible?
They managed to wrangle some of the Riff Tracks writers too.
No way. Like the actual guys writing the jokes?
Yep. Sean and Connor,
No.
they've both been on the channel.
I gotta say, that's impressive. That takes
That
some
is
serious
impressive that
fan
they got that
dedication.
right.
It's like they've unlocked the Riff Tracks vault or something.
And you know what I find fascinating about those interviews? It's like you start to see these weird connections, these little threads between the movies and the people making fun of them.
Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Like, you know how Sean, one of the Riff Tracks writers, he was actually in one of Giancola's movies.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah, some Die Hard knockoff, I think.
Oh, that's amazing. The irony.
Right. And he tells the
Hit
story
pause,
about
pause it,
refusing to
pause
do a
it,
scene
pause
because
it.
it was so bad.
Stop. Sean Thomas. Twitter.
Was it
I'm-
a Die Hard?
Hold on. Hold on. Post. At the Thomason. Hey. An AI just told us that you were
Oh man.
that you Sean Thomason were in a David Giancola movie, Invasion of the Toy Aliens or something. Is
No, he
this
was in
true?
a Die Hard knockoff.
A Die Hard knockoff, it said. I'm not making it up. An AI said it.
You'll have to add the clip in that reply.
Said it, so it must be true. Post. All right, let's see if he responds during the podcast. Okay, continue.
Bad?
No way. What did he say?
Oh. He's like, my character wouldn't do that. Like, he was method acting his way through a terrible action movie.
That just makes it even funnier.
Right. And now he's rating the riffs. It's a full circle moment.
It's like Destiny, but for bad movies.
Pretty much. But here's the thing, right? PB and Awesome, they don't just want to watch and analyze and interview.
There's more. What else could there be?
They've got a mission.
A mission. Do tell.
They're on a crusade to get certain movies riffed, like full-on riff tracks advocacy.
Oh, that's kind of awesome, actually. Like they're shaping the future of riffing.
What movies are we
one
trying to get
bad
riffed?
movie at a time.
Exactly. They've even got a hit list.
Okay, I have to know who's on it. Give me the
Okay.
top contenders.
It's
All right,
interesting.
well, high up there, you've got Light Blast.
Light Blast.
They did that,
Doesn't
yeah.
ring any bells.
It's
It's
a
true.
whole thing. Trust me, it exists and it needs to be riffed. Then there's Baby Ghost.
Wait, is that from the same people
Oh,
who did
no!
Roller Gator? Because
Oh,
I swear, if it involves
no!
another animal on wheels,
It might. And last but not least, the movie P-Ban Awesome seems most passionate about. Death Machines.
Death Machines.
Hell,
Okay, that one just sounds amazing based on the title alone.
Just wait.
I
It's
wanna know
about
what
this
Death
evil, and I
Machines is.
quote, Oriental dragon lady who turns these
Oriental
martial
dragon
artists
lady?
into, and I'm not making this up, zombie-like
I think you
assassins.
might be.
Okay, stop. You had me at zombie-like
Rewind,
assassins.
Rewind. Sorry, I talked all over that. We have Oriental Dragon Lady, and then they had a movie that I talked completely over. It is inventing movies that we want riff tracks to riff.
Oh my god.
This is insane. This is fucking
wait. It's
bananas.
about-
Okay, I gotta go back to the I'm freaking dying here.
We don't even
It needs
have
to
to
be
talk
riffed.
about the Lancelot movie now. I don't know how we're gonna do that.
Okay, let's keep going.
Then there's Baby Ghost.
Wait, is that from the same
Which-
people who did Roller Gator?
Okay, so even the AI blames us.
Yeah. Okay. The AI blames us. Yeah. So the AI. See, we blame ourselves for Baby Ghost. The AI blames us for Baby Ghost. And then to punish us more, it invents insane movies that we want riff tracks to riff. Okay, let's just go through.
All right,
Let's just listen to it.
Because I
almost
swear,
over.
if it involves another animal on wheels,
It might. And last but not least, the movie P-Ban Awesome seems most passionate about. Death Machines.
Death
Death
Machines.
Machines.
Okay, that one just sounds amazing based on the title alone.
Just wait. It's about this evil, and I quote, Oriental dragon lady
So
who
Death
turns
Machines.
these martial
okay.
artists into, and I'm not making this up, zombie-like
be.
assassins.
Okay, stop. You had me as zombie-like assassins. How has this movie not been riffed yet?
That's what PB and
Because
Awesome
it doesn't
wants to know.
exist.
But it
Oh my
makes you
gosh.
think, right? What is it about these movies? These so bad, they're good masterpieces that capture our imaginations.
I mean, is it nostalgia? Is it the joy of finding something so wonderfully weird? Or maybe it's just that we all need a good laugh, and sometimes those laughs come from the most unexpected places.
That's what PB and Awesome reminds us, right? That it's okay to embrace the absurdity, the cheesiness, the sheer unadulterated joy of a truly terrible movie.
And on that note, I think we've reached the end of our deep dive. We've explored the world of Riff Tracks fandom, uncovered hidden cinematic gems, and maybe even learned a little something about ourselves along the way.
And hopefully we've inspired you to seek out some of these movies for yourself. Who knows? Maybe you'll discover your new favorite bad movie.
Because let's be honest, there's nothing quite like settling in for a night of robots, aliens, and some seriously questionable special effects.
Especially with a good group of friends and a healthy dose of laughter.
And who knows, maybe, just maybe, you'll be inspired to start your own deep dive into a corner of the internet you never even knew existed.
Because that's the beauty of the online world, isn't it? You never know what you'll find, but you can bet there's a whole community of people out there just waiting to share it with you.
And on that note,
Wow.
Goodbye.
Wow. Death Machines.
That was amazing. Is there a Death Machines movie about an Oriental ghost lady or whatever the hell they were talking about? Have we talked about that and I just forgot about it?
No, that movie does not exist.
Okay. Just kind of like the movie that the David Giancola movie that Sean Thomas in.
There is a movie called Death Machines
Okay.
from
Let's refresh that. I don't think
1976. No.
is it about
That was a real movie.
it's a real movie?
Yeah, this is the little blurb for it. An evil Oriental dragon lady injects 3 martial arts fighters with the serum that turns them into zombie-like assassins and sends them out against her enemies.
Sounds like Shrunken Heads
A little bit.
or Double Dragon.
I've never
heard
this
of
movie has never been mentioned. It is not something that we've been pushing for
that.
to.
It's not something that we've talked about here on the True Blue Riffcast.
No,
But Jeremy, that's not the end.
that is not the end.
There's still more because that was just year 1. We have put year 5 into the machine.
Yeah,
And
so
we're gonna listen to that now.
I went ahead and I put the 50 newest episodes.
We'll do Lancelot, Oliver. Don't worry about it.
We'll still get to Lancelot.
We got it.
Yeah. So this one is based off of the most recent 50 episodes. And again, neither of us have listened to this, so I have no idea. Like, I've done nothing with this one. This is all blank here. All right. Let's check this one out and see what kind of insanity we get.
All
Yeah,
right,
so this is
buckle up, because today's deep dive is taking us into the wild world of riff tracks.
specifically.
Yeah, we're hanging out with the guys from PB and Awesome on YouTube.
Oh, I love those guys.
Right. They're hilarious.
They are, and what I really like about them is
Right.
it's more than just like, haha, this movie's bad.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah,
It's like they get the appeal of it, that whole so bad it's good thing.
totally. And we've got a whole stack of their videos to get through today.
Oh, this will be good.
So we're going to be diving into everything.
Everything.
From their SL riff track scale, which we'll talk about,
Oh, yeah.
to their encounters with James and Nguyen,
Oh, the Birdemic guy.
the one and only.
That's going to be good.
So, that scale thing,
Yeah.
it's actually pretty clever how they use it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, they actually break
Oh.
down a movie.
I'm sorry. I was taking a
James
drink.
McGuinn.
I almost just choked on that. Okay. I'm not dying. Thanks.
Jeremy's not dead,
into
everybody.
acting, dialogue, all that.
Right. And it's totally subjective, but
Of course. That's part of the fun.
exactly.
It is.
Like,
Yeah.
I was cracking up when they were talking about beefy bog boys.
Yeah, apparently the plot is, like, surprisingly decent.
You're kidding?
Oh, right? According to the scale, anyway.
Oh,
Talking
wow.
about
But
bog.
then you've got something like Demons of Blood, which is just...
Just
Demons
kind
of
of there.
Blood.
Exactly. Just blood.
What is
It's
Demons
funny
of
how
Blood?
some movies are
Is that Demons of Ludlow?
It has to be.
It,
But I
it
love-
has to be.
I love
Oh
what you.
no!
I love, I love, you and I just realized the same thing.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
But did you hear
Okay.
like the noise she made when she's like, "It's just kind of."
It just kind of.
Exactly.
Oh my god!
Just blah.
It's funny how some movies are just like,
The worst.
no, not even bad enough to be entertaining.
Right. Like, what makes a movie so bad it's good?
That's the question, isn't it?
And these guys, they actually get into it.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. Like, they'll talk about production issues, bad acting, even just plots that make zero sense.
Oh, like, that makes it even better.
Right. It's fascinating.
It is.
And you can tell they're having so much fun with it.
Oh, absolutely.
Like, when a movie totally bombs in a category,
Uh-huh.
their laughter is contagious.
I know, right? Like they just crack each other up.
They
Now
really
people
do.
talk
Which
and
actually
people
kind of
get
brings us
up
to
and
James
come
and
on.
Nguyen.
Oh, yeah. Talk about a
James
walking,
McGuire.
talking so bad it's good movie.
Right. Like the guy's a legend.
He is. And these guys, they've analyzed
Fuck
the
off!
stuff. especially Birdemic, like over and over.
That movie's wild.
And you gotta love James. He's got such a unique way about him.
That's putting it mildly.
I mean, the guy's convinced his movies are masterpieces.
Oh, totally. And his filmmaking choices don't even get me started.
Oh, I know. It's like he's deliberately trying to break every rule.
Maybe he is. Who knows?
Like that whole Brontosaurus man thing in Gwobu Wabu.
What?
Yeah, it's nuts. And the camera.
The Brontosaurus band.
I can't believe what I just heard. I can't believe what I just heard. We were making fun of the Brontosaurus. This guy has a ridiculously long neck in Birdemic 3. Now, Gwobu Wabu is the episode name of our 2-hour review of Birdemic 3. And we were referring to the main character as Brontosaurus Man because of his ghastly, unnaturally long neck. And so they think that there is an actual Brontosaurus Man in a movie called Gwobu Wabu that was directed by James Wen or James Nagoyan.
Oh man. Oh god.
How do they say James Nagoyan? Because we don't say James Nagoyan. It's taking it like it must create like a written transcript, and it spells Nguyen correctly.
Yeah.
But when it comes back out, they like read it differently as James Nagoyan.
Oh man. All right. Oh, what else we got?
Work.
What about it?
It's constantly panning and zooming. It'll make you dizzy.
Oh, no.
But you know what's great?
What?
PB and Awesome, they don't just mock it.
No.
They try to understand it.
Like, what's going on in his head?
Exactly. They're like, is this intentional? Is he messing with us?
Fascinating.
It really is. And it makes you think,
Is
like,
that what
what's
we
the
sound
line
like?
between making fun of something and appreciating it?
Oh, fuck
That's
off.
deep.
Right. Like, we all have our guilty pleasures.
Absolutely.
And maybe sometimes it's okay to just embrace the badness.
Have a laugh.
Exactly. And speaking of laughs, these guys, they're all about the Riff Tracks live shows.
Oh, I bet.
Oh, yeah. They talk about going to them all the time.
They seem like they'd be a blast.
time.
But they are. It's like a big communal experience of, can you believe this movie?
And they do a bunch of different ones.
Oh, yeah. They've been to tons. They always have the best stories.
Like what?
Well, there was that one time, almost got kicked out for having a drink.
No way.
Oh, yeah. Wrong place, wrong time.
That's hilarious.
It was pretty funny. But anyway, the point is, they're really plugged into that whole Riff Tracks community.
Which is cool.
Yeah, it's not just them making fun of movies in a vacuum.
It's like a shared experience.
Exactly.
And they're not afraid to get real about it either.
Oh, you mean like the downsides of fandom?
Yeah, like that story about the fan demanding a refund.
Oh, after the live show.
Yeah, that was wild.
It sparked a whole discussion like, what are people's expectations?
And when does it go too far?
Right. It's something every fandom deals with.
Totally.
But it's interesting to hear them talk about it.
Yeah, it's like they're not afraid to ask the tough questions.
Exactly. They keep it real.
They do, and that's what makes
What
them so
tough
great.
They
question?
do. They really do. Which actually,
It's kind of refreshing.
yeah,
You know, in a world of like super polished YouTubers and everything,
for sure.
it's like these guys are just being themselves.
And that's what makes them so relatable, right?
Totally. It's
Yeah.
like we're all just sitting around talking
We're
about
not
bad
polished,
movies.
Jeremy.
Exactly. And
They just
speaking
called
of
us-
bad movies,
Oh, that's a good topic.
right? We got to talk about some of the.
What are we calling them?
I'm
Cinematic
terrified.
sins.
Oh yeah, those recurring
I'm
tropes.
terrified.
The ones that make you cringe.
But also kind of love.
Oh, absolutely. Like, how can you not laugh?
And these guys, they pick up on all of them.
I bet they've got a whole list.
Oh, I'm sure they do. But okay, top of the list,
Hit me.
butt knives.
Or the classic.
This is like every other bad movie.
Every other scene, practically
Someone pulling a knife out of nowhere.
out of their butt. Like, where are they even keeping those?
I know, right?
Their butts, you
Defies all
moron!
logic.
And moms in bathtubs.
Oh yeah, that's
Moms
another
in
good one.
That's like a bad
Bathtubs?
movie starter pack.
Right. You gotta have the mom in the bathtub.
And then cue the mysterious phone call.
Oh, there it is.
Classic. And let's not forget, what was it? The terrible CGI?
Oh yeah, like it was animated on a Commodore 64.
Worse. Like someone drew it on a napkin.
I know, right? It's amazing how bad
What
some of
are
these
they
effects
talking
are.
about?
But that's part of the charm.
Right, totally. But here's the thing.
What?
PB and Awesome, they don't just point out these tropes.
No.
No, they actually like dissect them.
Oh, really? Like get all analytical about it?
Yeah, like they'll talk about the economics of filmmaking.
Yeah, that's what
That's
we do.
interesting.
right? Like why are these tropes so prevalent?
Is it a budget thing?
Maybe. Or maybe it's just easier.
Could be. Or like, are they intentionally trying to be bad?
That's the question, isn't it? Like, is it all just a ploy for attention?
The mystery deepens. I love it.
Me too. And they've even gotten into, like, the licensing fees for music and stuff.
Oh, wow. Really?
Yeah, it's actually pretty fascinating.
I bet it is. See, I learn something new every time we do one of these.
Me too.
But it makes you appreciate the work they put into it, you know?
Totally. Like,
Yeah.
they're not just phoning it in.
No, they're actually doing their
we
research.
absolutely
Exactly.
100%
And it
are.
shows.
It really does.
But it's not just about the movies themselves.
What else is there?
Well, they also talk a lot about, like, the whole culture surrounding riff tracks.
Oh, right. The live shows and all that.
Exactly.
Which I have to say, I'm a little jealous.
Oh, I know. I'd love to go to one.
They look like so much fun.
They really do. And PB and Awesome, they always have the best stories.
Like what? Spill the tea.
Well, remember that story about how they almost got kicked out?
Oh, yeah.
It's
What
like-
was that about?
Repeating.
What are they
Something
talking
about having a
about?
drink at the wrong time.
Oh, no.
What?
Yeah,
Jeremy,
wrong
did you kick
place,
somebody
wrong
out for having a
time,
drink
apparently.
out of your
It's
theater?
hilarious, though.
No.
It was pretty funny, I gotta admit. But anyway, it just goes to show
What's that?
that they're actually out there experiencing this stuff firsthand.
Not just armchair critics.
Exactly.
That's cool. I like that.
Yeah, it makes them seem more...
That's
I don't know.
exactly
Authentic.
what we are.
Yeah, that's the word. Like, they're not just putting on a persona for the camera
They're real people
with real experience.
who love bad movies.
Maybe a little too much sometimes, but hey...
Who are we to judge?
Right, we're right there with them. It's true. It's like they can find a diamond in the rough, even when the rough is like, Manos, the hands of fate level bad.
Oh, totally. But you know what I love?
What's that?
Their best of lists.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Those are
again?
great.
The way they rank bad movies, it's like an art form in itself.
It really is. They've got a whole hierarchy of cinematic atrocity.
And it's hilarious to
Do
see
we?
what bubbles to the top.
Or sinks, I guess, depending on how you look at it.
Right. Like, is it the best worst or the worst best?
Exactly. And then there are those movies that they just, like, can't even.
The ones that make them question their life choices.
Oh, totally. Like The Amazing Bulk. Remember that one?
Oh, poor Dave. That movie broke him.
It really did. He still has nightmares about it.
Which is saying something, considering some of the stuff they watch.
Right.
They just
But there's
said
something
my
about
name.
The Amazing Bulk that just, like, gets under his skin.
It's like the gift
They
that
just
keeps
said-
on giving, but not in a good way.
Exactly. And they actually did a whole thing on it, comparing it to other bad movies.
Like what? Give me the lineup of
And,
terrible.
well, you know, the usual suspects. Hobgoblins 2, Baby Ghost, the kind of movies that make you question humanity.
It's like a greatest hits of cinematic disasters.
It really is. And the best part is they break it all down, scene by painful scene.
And we get to reap the benefits of their suffering.
Well, someone's got to do it, right? But it's not always about the objectively bad movies.
Oh, you mean like the ones that are so weird they defy explanation?
Exactly. Like Star Games. That one was something else.
Star Games. Refresh my memory. What was that one about again?
Oh, man. It's hard to even explain. It's like space travel, but also like a beauty pageant. And there might have been some oiled up wrestlers in there somewhere.
Wait.
I'm telling you, it was wild. And the special effects, don't even get me started.
Oh, I bet they were special, all right.
Special in the sense that they look like they were done with leftover Halloween decorations.
And you know, PB and Awesome ate it up.
Oh, absolutely. They were both horrified and fascinated at the same time.
It's like a train wreck. You can't look away.
Exactly. But, you know, for every Star Games, there's the Great American Underwear Hunt.
Okay, that title alone deserves an award for something.
Right. But it's actually
Oh my
kind of fun in a
God.
weird way.
See, that's the thing about PB and Awesome.
What's that?
They
I
remind
can't
us
believe it's
that
happening.
bad movies can be more than just bad.
Oh, for sure.
They can be funny, they can be weird, they can even be kind of charming.
It's like they've tapped into this whole other level of cinematic appreciation.
Exactly. And they make you want to join in on the fun.
They really do. So if you're ever feeling down, I highly recommend checking out PB and Awesome.
Just maybe don't watch Star Games right before bed.
Good advice. But seriously, they're a great reminder that it's okay to laugh at the absurd, especially when it comes to movies.
And that sometimes the best way to deal with a bad movie is to riff on it with friends.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Well, on that note, we're going to wrap up this deep dive. Hope you enjoyed the ride.
And who knows, maybe we've inspired you to go on your own bad movie adventure.
Just, you know, maybe lay off the butt knives, okay?
Yeah, let's leave those to the professionals.
This has been your deep dive into the world of riff tracks with PB and Awesome. Until next time.
I can't believe that just happened. That was insane. I don't know, guys. I don't know if we can talk about that. I don't know if I can talk about Lancelot now. We might have to save it for next week. Because I don't know how we top that.
Oh my gosh. Butt knives.
Oh wow. Like
Okay, the only thing it pulled that from, yeah, Oliver, 1000% next week. 1000%.
yeah, I think this has to be its own episode. Just because wow.
The only episode having anything to do with the butt knife is Return of the Butt Knife.
Is Dangerous Men. No wait, Return of the Butt Knife. Return of the Butt Knife
was yeah, that was not Dangerous Men.
Dangerous Men was the originator of the butt knife. What movie was the Return of the Butt Knife?
That's what I'm bringing up right now. Truth or Dare.
Oh, that's right. Okay, yeah, that was like last year. Yeah.
Yeah. I can stop sharing that now. Oh my gosh, I'm still like,
dude, I can't even believe most of that.
I don't even know what my favorite part was.
That was like so many different elements of our podcast over the last like 2 years, just like thrown in a blender, and I don't even know what, man.
Brontosaurus Man.
Like
Gwobu Wabu.
I'm gonna have to listen. Like you're gonna have to send that to me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to analyze it. But I think this might go down as the weirdest episode of the podcast so far.
Oh, absolutely.
What we just experienced. Truly unique.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish that had like a transcript.
I know. Good night, Oliver. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for going on that journey with us. Oh my God. I don't know what to say.
I just don't. I like that it was just pulling the titles of the episodes and using them for titles of the movie because
I can't believe like Brontosaurus Man. It thought it was a real thing.
Beefy Bog Boys. Who can forget Beefy Bog Boys?
Who can forget Beefy Bog Boys? And poor Dave. I couldn't believe it said my name. See, it was getting everything wrong. And then it said that I hated the Amazing Bolt and it made me suffer. Wasn't that in? No, wait, that's an episode title.
Dave hates this one movie.
Dave hates this one movie.
Yeah.
And okay, yeah, that explains it.
But what was it talking about at the beginning too? Like different.
I don't, dude. Okay, look.
Moms in bathtubs.
That was like, okay, look, that whole thing. That was like Star Games. Okay, that was like you just kept throwing insanity at you. Like, what insane thing is this thing gonna throw at us next? For like half an hour, we were just bombarded with craziness in relation to us. I can't like my synapses have not calmed down.
Come on, you remember the beauty pageants and Star Games?
I'm still in shock over what just happened.
The Great Underwear Hunt.
Yeah. Like, okay, well, that title alone.
But it did change. Didn't it say like the Great American Underwear Hunt?
Something like that.
That's not.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna see if I got a bunch of new. Oh no, this is just. Okay, Sean Thompson has not responded to my inquiry about whether he was in a movie with David Giancola. About Invasion of the Toy Aliens or whatever it was. Yeah. So he has not responded. He's probably embarrassed. That's probably a chapter in his life he wants to forget.
I mean, I would.
Yeah.
Even if he did get to then write the riffs for it.
Yeah. Man, that would be me. That would be like me writing the riffs for all the stupid ass movies I've been in. But oh man, dude. So yeah. All right. So Jeremy just said that to me.
Moms in bathtubs. That's a trope that we could use more of, I guess.
Moms in bathtubs. What is? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What was the first? What was the first thing it said before?
I don't remember.
Because it was talking about something, and we're just like, okay. And then moms in bathtubs.
Dude, no, it was just insanity. And so, guys, we're definitely gonna do Lancelot next week.
From Mikey, probably because Mikey Hates It is one of the episodes that's on here.
Oh yeah, that's true. All right. Well, I mean, there's no way we're topping that. Absolutely no way we are. I don't know what else to say.
That was both of them were completely unhinged.
Yes. It was nutso magutso from start to finish.
I like that the first one just called us out and blames us for Baby Ghost being done.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah.
I like
it gave us credit for Live Blast and then blamed us for Lady Ghost. For Baby Ghost. Like, okay, you know what? Fair. Fair enough.
Brought up a movie that I've never heard of about a dragon lady.
About an Oriental dragon lady, yeah.
Like, what? I was really honestly expecting it to go to Haunted Ween. Like, that was really the only other thing.
I thought it was going to bring up Pentagon Girl.
Yeah. When it started talking about the demons of blood.
For sure, when it started talking about demons of bloodlaw, I was like, oh no. Lady Ghost, don't give them any ideas. Lady Ghost. Lady Ghost.
Oh man.
But anyway, chat, I hope you're alive. I really do. Because, man,
it almost took me
I
out.
couldn't handle it. I could not handle it. This is, I think, maybe the best episode of the True Blue Riffcast. I think this may be a high. I think this might be a high point. That was amazing. This was something special we just experienced. I'm not kidding.
Oh man! So if you want to be able to hear and watch this in its entirety, the only way for you to do that is going to be by going over to our Patreon and becoming a True Blue Patreon, as it says on our synopsis on the notebook thing, where I post the VODs up for.
Don't take the VOD down super quick.
I won't. This will be probably a day or two.
Okay, thanks, because I need to look at this.
We're definitely need some clips from this one.
Yeah.
100%. But you can throw us a couple bucks a month over there. You can subscribe here on Twitch. That'll help us out. But again, it doesn't really matter. Like, this is why we do this for episodes like tonight. Just for things like tonight to experience them.
This was no. This was. I wasn't expecting it to be as special as it was. This was something extraordinary tonight. I think this is like WrestleMania Royal Rumble level. We just experienced something great, and I'm glad I was here to experience this with you tonight, Jeremy.
Yes,
thank you.
I'm
glad
I didn't listen to this ahead of time.
This was great, and I didn't have anything to say about Lancelot. Not a thing.
I think I need to rewatch it and just pay more actual attention to it. I think I was just distracted when I was watching it earlier. There's definitely some good jokes in there, and I like the fact that
a
Scott
joke,
Farkus
but I can't
shows
remember.
up.
Dude, after that, I can't remember anything about it.
No, that's all I remember. Is Scott Farkus showed up.
Yes,
as a
Scott
bully.
Farkus.
Yeah,
old Zach Ward.
but
anyway.
that's gonna wrap it up for us tonight. I gotta go eat a cough drop or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can follow the podcast on Twitter at TBRiffcast. You can follow me anywhere else at PB and Awesome.
Oh yeah, I'm Dave, and you can check me out on Amazon. I just released my new Forbidden book, Spaghetti and Meatballs. Go pick that up on Amazon. I'm going to try to get an audiobook commission for that here in the next little bit. And yeah, we're good.
All right, guys, we'll see you next time right here on the True Blue Riffcast.
Rock till you die.
Rock till you die.